Hello everyone, welcome back to Walk With Me Gaming. So today we are doing some Flash games, but not from Newgrounds, not from Congregate. We are doing Flash games from the Kings of Flash, HomestarRunner.com. So the reason, the interesting thing with Homestar Runner games is that a majority of them don't even reference like the characters or situations from like the Homestar Runner world. They're mostly things that are referenced as jokes and then get turned into games, and there's a whole bunch of them. So the one we are going to play today is probably the most well received and entertaining of the bunch, which is called Peasant's Quest. So this is based off of the story of TROGDOR, the dragon character from Homestar Runner. This is going to be, I'm going to tell you, this is going to be a kind of weird episode because anyone who doesn't know Homestar Runner is going to be kind of confused by all this madness. But essentially the game is made as a, I'm going to move my mouse out of the way since I won't need it now. But the game is made as a parody of games from, I think they're from the 80s, like Heroes Quest and Space Quest and all those other Quest games. The games that were all, there were graphics and stuff, but it was a typing game where you had to like type all of your commands and stuff like that. There was no use of a mouse in it. It was mostly just that stuff. And those games, while impressive for their time, are very outdated style. And this was made, I'm pretty sure this game was made in like 2005 or something like that. So, it is still older. I mean, the game's like 15 years old, but it's based off of games that are significantly older than that. Basically, the story is that we have to... our house was burned down by this dragon. His name is TROGDOR. He's got a big beefy arm and he's shaped like an S. And that was made by Strongbad, one of the main characters on Homestar Runner. Again, these are all words that you're probably going to be like, what the heck are you talking about? So this is one of those situations, I will say that you should watch Homestar Runner's videos, but maybe not necessarily play this game. And the reason why is just because it's I don't know, it's just kind of an odd game, and it's not gonna be everyone's taste, and I totally get that because it's, meant to be parodying games that existed like 40 years ago. So we have to know pretty much exactly what to say in this stuff, and take paper. So the thing that the thing about games like this of the era was that these games were very obscure and sometimes their logic was very strange, and they took that to the extreme in this game. Half a lake here with a sandy shore. So for example here, you might not notice those little pebbles there, but you need those pebbles, so that's important. And that's kind of how everything is in this game. Like all of the stuff in here has a purpose that you need to do. So I'm gonna talk to this guy real quick. And but again, there are hints to stuff in some of the dialogue and things like that, but some of the stuff is also like quite random. It's just kind of, some of it's described like in the inventory and stuff like that. So like this, for example, you have to use this well, so use well. But that's not it. So use bucket. Nope. Take bucket. Nope, you can't do that. But what you need to do is turn crank. It turns out that doesn't work. So put pebbles in bucket. Sorry, you're gonna have to hear my typing through all this. But there we go, and then we turn the crank again. Boom. And we bring up a mask, a monster mask. It's left over for some silly pagan ritual. You could use this to scare a horse. And that's exactly what we have to do. We have to go scare a horse with it. Why does that make sense? It doesn't. But that's just how this game plays. But, I mean, that was the kind of stuff where I forget. I don't know. Just like games like this were always so random and strange. Okay, so I'm gonna show you what. Hang on, we're gonna save real quick. That's from the last time I played. So I did play this once already. Look, horse. His name is Poor Gary. So here's a way we can die. Kill horse. Poor Gary harmed for no good reason. Yep. And we died. I just wanted to show you that because it's funny. And yeah. But I don't even remember what I was talking about. Okay. So I'm going to use the mask. So the reason I played it before, and I'm recording it a second time because for the most part I had to pause the recording multiple times because I didn't know what to do next. So this is that guy's brother who we need to say Haldo to. I don't know why they say Haldo, but that's what they say. So now he's going to go back there. And I'm going to go ahead and take one of those arrows. And I'm going to move the mouse out of the way so it's not recording. Take arrow. But and the funny thing is, it will, like, if you try to take the arrow while he's still shooting, you will die. Simple as that. But I had to reference the guide so many times, and I'm like, this is just sounding like stilted and confusing, and I have to keep saying in the video, like, even though I would cut out the moments of me like searching for stuff, it still means that I would have to be constantly saying, hold on, I'm gonna check this. Hold on, I'm gonna check this, and that's boring. Wait, they're over one more? Oh, hey, there's a naked guy hiding behind a tree. That's fine. Well, he'll come into play later. But I didn't want to be just constantly referencing the stuff because I wanted to talk about the game and about Homestar Runner in general. And if I was focused on searching for the answers, then I wouldn't be able to do that. So that's why I'm re-recording it, because at this point I've played it like 3 times, and I think I've got the general idea of things. So we need some sort of item for them to open up their archery game. Sorry, got the hiccups. So we need to get a thing, and where are we gonna get a thing? I don't know. Now, you probably wouldn't know if you were just playing this for the first time, but I know to come in here. So I'm gonna talk to this lady, but she's like, no, I'm gonna tell you that my husband got squished by TROGDOR and all my riches were stolen by Jonka, and you need to get them back. Talk again. All right. Look at shelf. Nothing but a bag of chicken feed. Take feed. Yep, we're just gonna take some of that feed. And then as we exit here, she's gonna tell us a little something. Hey, this little squirt stole something of mine and it's in the yard. So you know that it's in here, so we're gonna search bushes. Yep. Nothing in there. Search bush. Nothing there. And we're just gonna check these ones. And this really is the kind of logic that had to be done with these kind of games, where it's just like you're just looking at everything and checking everything because who knows what could be in it. And in this one, hey, we find a super trinket. Well, isn't that nice? We can use that. Oh, no. Oh, we got killed. Well, we were just killed by the Carrick. So lots of things in this game. Oh, no. Hold on. Load. Hold on. There we go. Okay, that's better. Oh, phew. Okay, let's check our inventory. So we did get the arrow. We got the chicken feed. All right. Arrow keys. Just chicken feed. We got the monster mask. We got our super trinket. Whatever that is. I have no idea. Okay. So let's check our map so we don't run straight into Jonka or into the Carrick again. Okay, let's go north. Or south, actually. We can do south because the map loops, which is nice. Yep, there we go. Hi guys. yeah, but the game makes so like it makes a handful of references that don't make sense, and the funny thing is a lot of the references are honestly more of like Easter eggs, because, for example, a lot of the characters' names are based off of Strong Bad emails. So again, referencing the Homestar Runner website, so Strong Bad is like kind of the antagonist character of Homestar Runner, but he got kind of his own show that became almost more popular than everything else. So so that's kind of like people would write him emails and he would answer them. Oh, there we go. Hey, I think we might get our 3. Oh, so close. So like the character of Jonka and Mendeleev and all these other ones are referenced in Strong Bad emails. So, oof. No, dang. Okay. Well, we can do it again. So, but like I said, again, a lot of the Homestar Runner content did not feature stuff like actually, the games didn't feature much stuff related to the actual like Homestar Runner website, which is, I think, funny. Because it would mostly just be them referencing... Oh, well, I failed. Yep, very much failed. That's fine. I'll get this. I need to get this, unfortunately. Perfect shot. Okay. Just a little bit. Perfect. And another... And this one's an easy one. Woohoo! Alright, we got our 3. Wonder what happens if you get 5. So far... Maybe I will get 5. Let's go for 5. Ah, nope, not even close. Well, that's okay. So we got a thing. Let's see. So now we have an arrow and we have a super fun time bow. So now, what we can do is... we can slay the beast. Oh yeah, by the way, with this, with the walking animation in this, you just have to tap the arrow once to walk in that direction. If you hold down the arrow, you will shuffle your way across. Okay, let's see. Use bow. Here Goes Nothing, Kid Icarus, which is an old Nintendo game if you don't know. Arrowed! And that is, of course, a reference to one of Strong Bad's other many things on the website, the Teen Girl Squad comics, which are comics about teen girls. Take belt. And now that we've claimed the belt of the stinking carrot, we smell like a peasant. Because our goal, if you don't remember, because I kind of didn't mention it at the beginning. Hold on, where's the mud puddle? Our goal is to smell like a peasant, dress like a peasant, and be on fire like a peasant, because those are what is required to see Trogdor. That is what a peasant does. And so we are not peasant enough. Yep, that just happened to us. So now we are covered in mud, and we are going to use that mud to hide in a bush. Just hide. Yep, roll in the hay. So the reason we have to do that is because now we have found Jonka, and he does not recognize us with our bale of hay. So take gold. Uh-oh. You take my riches? And you just reply, no. Okay, well let me know if they get back, if you find them. That's all you have to do. You have to just tell them, no, I did not steal your riches. And that's it. That's it. Yeah, they're just like, there's just little references throughout this, and not just references to like Homestar Runner stuff, but references to like other like 80s and 90s kind of like stuff. Because that's what these guys know. Like, if you've watched anything on Homestar Runner's website, you've caught about 100 references to old Nintendo and Sega games, and like 80s hair metal bands, and all sorts of stuff like that. Like, that's the kind of madness that they like to talk about. So, and so this is full of those kind of references too. Because I mean, I was worried that with a game like this, like that this was not going to last past the purging of the Flash games, but it does sound like this is one of the games that is in one of the assorted archives. So if you do have an interest in playing this, you obviously can. Alright, give riches. Haha. So it turns out she actually was not a nice old lady. She actually was a thief, and you stole Jonka's gold. But when she ran off, she left us something. A baby. She left us a baby. They fetch a pretty penny on the black market. They sure do. I bet they do. Don't sell your babies, folks. Okay, so now we have a baby, and we have to use that baby because, of course, we do. Oh. All right, let's go this direction. So now we have to go over here. Go north. So with the baby, we can do lots of things. So we go to this inn. Look, note. Gone fishing. All right, we gotta find the guy. Oh, perfect. Hello. Must be using the wrong bait. He said suggestively, as if to hint that we should be using something for bait. Throw. Feed. And of course he named the pieces of feed for some reason. Why not? The silliness continues with this game. So now the inn is open. So now we're gonna check that out. Open door. There we go. Talk. Say, get a room. Only serve peasants here. So apparently this guy is a higher class than peasants. So I don't know why. Maybe because they said black market and you thought maybe I can sell this guy, but you have to give him the baby. And he's like, ooh, a baby. What do babies like? How about medication? So he like tosses a bottle of pills basically at the baby. And so now we have a baby and a bottle of pills. So the pills are not a necessary part of this game, which is probably why they're not like really referenced, because you don't need them specifically, but they do make the ending significantly easier, and it's the only way to get the 150 out of 150 points that we want. So that's what we're gonna do. And the funny thing with the baby is that the baby gets you basically all the bonus points. So here's another example of the crazy logic in this game. We gotta be in just the right spot. There we go. And throw the baby. Why would we do that? I don't know. Because the baby fetched us a bottle of soda. Soda. I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, so that just happened. Oh, I forgot I can speed things up. Hold on. I should have been doing that a long time ago. Oh my gosh, there we go. That's so much better. Okay. Where am I going? Oh, and we need the well. So we're gonna go over here for our last specific item. Let's see. Put baby in bucket. And he goes down. Yours is a black heart. Turn crank. Bring him back up. What's he got? He has a delicious meatball sub. Oh, and the baby. You take the baby. So they updated that because it used to be that you didn't take the baby, and if you walked away without taking the baby, it was game over. So, and I don't think, because you do need the baby later, but I don't think that it was because you needed the baby later that they gave you a game over. I think it was because then the baby would disappear and they had no way to fix it. So we move that stone and then deploy baby. Now that the baby has served its purpose, it can open this last door and then go off into the distance on its own adventure, probably becoming some sort of thatch roof builder for future cottages of the world. Because it's funny like that. So you remember that naked guy before? Drawer. I always have to think how to say drawer. Take robe. close drawer. Because that gets us an extra point. And exit. Alright. Wear robe. Perfect. Alright, so now we just have to be on fire like a peasant. Now, unfortunately, the map doesn't loop from west to east, so we just gotta go back. So let's just on our way. Luckily, at least we're moving a little faster. Can I speed us more? Yep, there we go. That's exactly what we need. We needed more speed. Alright. Trying to think what else is with this. I mean, the whole concept is obviously silly, but it's funny to think that this is how games were played back in the day. Like, this was the style of game, like, this would have been advanced. So now, we are dressed like a peasant, so now we get a room, which is basically just laying on this mattress in the middle of this guy's house. That's the end. So now, it is nighttime. And, you remember that, let's see, look, pantry. We need some old man rub. Get pot. We need the horse grease, is what we need. And now we are covered in it. And the funny thing with this is that now our controls are like reversed for the moment because he can't see. But then he fixes it. And we are covered in highly flammable horse grease. So what do we do now? We get on fire just like a real peasant would. And we have to do that quickly because otherwise it'll turn into daytime and we don't... Oh, hey. Talk to you. Alright, let's go meet our beefy armed foe. And you will probably... If you haven't seen TROGDOR before, you will notice that his appearance is very silly. Alright, so now we have to climb. And this one we actually do have to hold down the arrows to move, and it is so slow. Oh my gosh, it's so slow. If you get hit, you have to start all the way from the bottom again. So we have to use extreme caution and also just hope for luck. Although, when I was reading the wiki for this, it does seem that they made it a little easier, because the rocks seem to fall less than what they said in the wiki, and also there used to be like these like pterodactyl things that fly by, and those are not there. Nice jorb, which is another reference to another character in Homestar Runner, Coach Z. So we'll save there. Fantastic. All right, let's do this. We are in the caverns. Hello, you fool. You must answer a riddle. So with these, you would answer their question related to the game, like stuff like how many berry bushes were there, or like what was the name of the horse and stuff like that. But if you have these items that, again, you don't need to collect, but and because they're weird to find, but you can totally use them. My lower back is killing me. I totally get it, man. I totally get it. Give them the pills. There you go. And now we have all the weapons we need to conquer TROGDOR. Oh boy. Can't get too close or he'll smote us with his fire breath. So use sword. We hurl the sword at him, and it doesn't really do too much. We are quite tiny compared to TROGDOR. Yep, look at that monster. Of course he's gonna destroy everything. The Trog sword hasn't done very much at all. Some deep peasant adult. Deep. Well, there we go. Talk to him. See what's up. You burninated my cottage. Of course, he's indestructible, so you really can't kill him, but you did a pretty good getting up here, so wasn't that nice of him. Oh, we missed something. 149 points. We missed something. Oh, I feel so disappointed. I have no idea what we skipped. Oh well, it was probably something simple and pointless, but that's okay. Look at that baby going on his own quest. And good old Jonka. I don't know what we missed, but that's okay. Hey, and we got a statue to commemorate our work on trying to defeat TROGDOR. Yep. So that is Peasant's Quest, a game made to resemble older games that were terrible. And if you want to play it for yourself, obviously Flash still exists right now, but and after that goes away, I know that there are some preservation of Flash games and movies, so there will be a way to play it eventually. So I'm gonna play, I think, like one more game that is also related, also on the Homestar Runner website. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that now. Okay, so we are going to play this game called Stinkoman. So pretty much two of the most popular things that came out of the Strong Bad emails were probably TROGDOR, the dragon, and Stinkoman, which was in reference to Strong Bad talking about anime, like how all anime characters have giant mouths and big, like, you know, ridiculous eyes and blue hair and all this other stuff. And is set in the future year of 20X6. And basically this is a parody of Mega Man, if you can't already tell. But you are Stinkoman, and these are all parody characters of the other Homestar characters. So, or some of them, of course. So, yeah, so we're gonna play a little of this, just a few levels, just to get a kind of feel for it. Are you inquiring about a challenge? Because that's what all anime characters talk about, is challenging each other. Because this was also made in the time where anime wasn't seen as the massive, like it wasn't as popular as it was now. Because now you find everything from Dragon Ball and Kill la Kill and what's it called? My Hero Academia and all those other ones. Like lots of shows that are very popular and part of the popular collective. But back in the day, it used to be pretty much Dragon Ball and and like Sailor Moon and maybe a handful of others that showed up on Toonami. But you really didn't find much popular anime that showed up in places. So your options were limited. So of course, this being a reference to like Dragon Ball and stuff like that, and also Mega Man, it fits perfectly. But yeah, and it's, you know, like many things, it's just a silly version of something, but it's so fitting. You gotta turn around so he's not looking at you. Oh no, we got hit. Oh gosh, what the? Can we go down? Oh, we got stuck. Gotta watch out for these drills. It's like Gubble from the Game Grumps playing Gubble, like just these weird drills and in the middle of nothing. Gotta blast all the robots. Come on, blast them. There we go. Problem solved. And we gotta watch out for spikes, of course, because spikes are bad. And slow-moving platforms, just like all classic adventure games, I guess. Well, this is an event. This is an action. This isn't. I don't know what you call Mega Man. Side-scrolling platformer shooter, I guess. Just keep moving. Don't want to deal with that. Oh gosh, I fell. I have to do it again, and I died. Please don't start all the way over. And we started all the way over. Dang it. Well, we'll see if we can at least get to the end of this. As I don't know if I will be able to. I will say the controls on this game a little bit janky at times, but I mean, this is designed by guys who did cartoons, not games. And considering how many games they made as guys who don't make games is quite impressive, actually. Because they made a lot of these. out for the trash can. Oh, he hit me again, just like last time. Alright, we got this. Oh, jump right into the drill, you fool! You fool! That is not a good challenge! I'm totally referencing Homestar Runner. I'm totally referencing the email with the anime. And it actually works really well when they parodied anime, because it totally fits with the feel of like Dragon Ball and stuff like that, where they're just like wanting to fight each other and all this other stupid stuff, and it's just like pointless and strange that they're always like this. I don't know. There we go. Had to heal up. But they're like, when they power up, when he's like making small rocks float above the ground, and it's like, yeah, they totally do that in Dragon Ball. I just died again. Okay, well, we'll keep try. One more. Looks like we got one more life, so that's what we'll do. We will keep trying. It's funny, playing this really makes me think of like the sock pop guys, of like this, not just like amateur, because I mean they're not amateur sock pop, but like this like kind of, I don't know, like homebrew style of games, where it's like this is just a bunch of people who this isn't their livelihood, but this is something they wanted to do, and something they had a goal in mind for, and to be able to do that is would be, I'm sure, really cool. Like, I can't imagine their feeling of like, we got to design a video game. Like, that'd be pretty awesome for folks who don't make video games professionally, for them to be able to do that on their own. And I think they did have a little help with like the programming of it, but I mean, the concept and all that, I'm sure, was theirs, and I'm sure they did all the writing, and obviously the humor for this all comes from them. Alright, let's see if we can survive this. Let's get that pill one more time, because we are dying. Perfect. Well, that was much easier. Oh gosh. Good thing you can change directions mid-air. Oh gosh. And get stuck on the geometry sometimes. Alright, we gotta do this time. Just wait him out, because he goes away. So I think last time I only got to like the second section of the game, because I just kept dying because the jumping is so finicky on some of the levels. So the neat thing with this game is that there's actually like there's multiple levels. There's multiple worlds in each level. Like a total of like I don't know. I think it's probably like 2 or 3 per level. But there's 9 levels. So this game they started making in 2005, and they've their last level they released was in like 2017, and they did say that they were going to add a 10th level sometime. It was supposed to come out in 2018, but then was delayed till 2019, and then now they said it's delayed till 2020, which, considering that Flash is about to be turned off in about a month, it'd be awesome if they could put in that last level, but I do not fault them for not being able to, because I'm sure designing a game is quite exhausting, and I must have been there the whole time. So, you know, good on them for making what they made. Blasted. But, you know, again, nine whole levels with multiple worlds in each is quite the accomplishment for guys who kind of did this for pay via t-shirt sales, because that's really what Homestar Runner lived off of, was their t-shirt sales. Because back in the day, the early days of the internet, your success was basically measured on how many t-shirts you could sell. Because I mean, that was, how else did you make money? Like, there weren't ads on stuff. There wasn't you know, there weren't like websites catered to this kind of stuff. Like, they had to make their own website and do all that stuff themselves, because there wasn't any YouTube or anything like that. It was just whatever you could do, or whatever you had your own abilities to do, because otherwise, couldn't dodge him. That's okay, and this is probably where we died last time anyway, so. Yeah, it was here. It was these stupid platforms I couldn't get past. Let's see if we can time our jumps correctly. Because you gotta get right to the edge without falling off. Like, look at that. Look at that jumping. It's terrible. See, I could not climb it. No idea why. That last one especially was always... Don't know why this is so impossible, but it is. So if you can play this game and get farther than me, then please tell me, because I don't know how you did it. And I don't believe you. These move just enough to be annoying. Woo! Alright. Health. Oh no. Not health. Death. Oof. Jump. I will say the animation for this is interesting, because I think it makes me think of like Metroid, where you're jumping. Oh, we're being attacked. Is this a boss battle? It's a giant brain. It's come to... Are you asking for a challenge? It sure is. It's definitely asking for a challenge. And we just have to shoot it slowly, chipping off its health little by little. Yep, that's pretty much how it works. Oh yeah, see, I didn't realize that this technically counts as like another level, or another stage of the level, because oh no, oh he's getting faster. Oh, he's getting faster. Oh no. Ooh, did we get him? We did. I can't believe we actually won. All right, well, that feels like a good ending point, where we almost died, but we won. We succeeded. We made our way. Wah! I'm gonna eat some ramen, chicken soup with a dumpling. Yeah. Well, why was there a bone in your soup? Yes, I know. Yep, we're not gonna save our friend. We're gonna go find a chicken whose bone that belonged to. Why would you? And oh, we got heated grills. Oh, and we died. Is that it? Yep, that's it. All right. Well, that was 2 games from Homestar Runner's website. Oh, there is one more game I should play. Yeah, I should definitely play the classic, probably one of the older ones on the website, and also one of the more finicky ones, but definitely more arcade style than any of these. So we're gonna play that last one right now. All right, last game of the collection. As you can see, there are many other games on here, but they are all some don't work as well as others. So Pop Tire is you just balance the tire, just keep it bouncing. Dungeon Man and Dungeon Man 3 are based on just fully text adventures, like no pictures, no image, it's just text. So like from computers from like the early 80s or maybe even the 70s, like the oldest kind of games you can find basically. Awesome Cross is Rolling the Cheat, who is another character in a tire. And then Feeding a Rhino, and then something based off of more like Atari games, because it's just like little squares, and then some other stuff. So there's lots of things on here, but and some old games as well. But we're gonna finish with the classic TROGDOR. All right. I don't know what the controls are for this. Let's see. Stomp on the peasants, burninate the knight. Or burninate the peasant. Burninate the peasants, avoid the knights and archers. Okay. Use the arrow keys. So that's all we have to do. So all we have to do is stomp on peasants until we have filled our peasant bar. Oh no. Avoid the knights. Don't want to go there. But if the peasants go, no. See the how responsive the game is in terms of like location. Your distance to things is very questionable at best on this game. So you have to be super careful. So now we have the power to burninate. So we burninate the cottages and burninate all the villagers, and that is what we do. And that's the game. I'm gonna move the mouse because it's just right there. All right, hey guys, I'm just gonna smash you now. Thank you. Don't go back in your cottage. Oh, watch out for arrows. Don't want to get arrowed. Smash the villagers, and then we can burninate their cottages. Oh, don't touch me. Get away from me, you stupid knights. They're so finicky. Everything. Getting in my way of destroying this wonderful village. Alright, burninate. Alright. There we go. And last one. We got this. TROGDOR succeeds. Alright. Yeah, we probably won't play this much longer. It won't last. Because now this is the part where these knights get like stupid. Because they just get way too close. And you just can't do anything. Because they're just going to kill you immediately. Oh, squish. Okay, well, hey, okay, well, I guess we did okay. We burninated all their cottages. We did so good. What a good dragon we are. How many more of these do we have? How many more cottages will you send me? How many more villages must I destroy? How many more villagers must I mangle and squishify? Good thing a couple of them come out at a time. Oh gosh, watch out for knights. Oh, don't trap me. No, they trapped me. See that? Oh, when it started my count over. Dang it. Okay, well, that's frustrating. You guys are getting in the way of me destroying these peasants. And it's really frustrating. No. So close. I'm so close. I can't do anything about it. And there it is. And TROGDOR is dead. Alright, well, that's all. Yeah, so strong Homestar Runner, strong bad emails, Teen Girl Squad, so many things to check out. One of the best things just happened. They do a Halloween video pretty much every year, and they dress up all their characters as different fictional stuff, and it's great. They do Christmas episodes, they do all sorts of holiday stuff. Their Christmas is called Decemberween, by the way, just so that it is inclusive to all. Yeah, I mean, everything made by the Brothers Chaps for HomestarRunner.com is great. It's seriously one of the best pieces of content the internet ever put out, and for 10 years, like from like 2000 to 2010, Homestar Runner was king of the internet. It really was, and it's sad that this website will be completely defunct at that point. But they're still making shirts. They're still making gear. They put out DVDs of some of their stuff. Like, it's worth checking out. This is classic internet comedy, and it's funny because it works for adults. It almost works for kids. It's kind of kid appropriate, but also like a few jokes here and there, or a few things that definitely wouldn't fly on Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network. So, good stuff all around. Great for college age and teenagers. But I will say the reference is a little bit dated, but that's okay, because it's still great. And good comedy is good comedy. So, thank you all for watching. Go watch some of my other videos. Check out stuff. I don't know. I don't care. Have fun with whatever. Enjoy the last days of Flash. Go out and play a bunch of free games and watch a bunch of videos that were made in the old Flash department. So, hope you enjoyed those. Hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.